Hello, welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings, the Let's Play Blind Remy Rambler. Apologies for the hiccup type thing there just now. Right, okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to get some well-deserved rest. Because we just want to get to the end of Remy's story now, pretty much. So that we can then bring this game to a close, because then the only person after this that we have to really deal with is the lady dragon from the cafe that I still can't remember what her name is, but we probably will do later on in this video. So we'll roll with that. Okay, here we go. I don't know if there's another crime to solve, I can't remember, blah blah blah. No, it's not, so here we go. Taking Remy with me to the thing. Bing bong. Are you ready to see the fireworks? My body is ready. Alright, let's go. Because, you know, I've done this so many times now. After a few minutes of walking, we arrived at a rather empty looking area near the edge of town. Looks deserted to me. I thought everyone was watching the fireworks. Well, they are, but they're doing it somewhere else. I don't really like the crowds, and I think you would appreciate me leading you here if you knew what they were like. Better be safe than sorry, at any rate. That's what I'm thinking. This reminds me a bit of the night I arrived here. Everything was dark and empty, and it was just us walking through the landscape. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I think it's starting. Now watch. We were quiet as we waited, and the stillness of the night enveloped us. Soon I heard the sound of the first rocket making its way into the night sky, after which it exploded in a pattern of colours. More rockets followed, thunderous noise, blah blah blah. We've seen these fireworks a billion times. I wonder if they're different pictures each time for the fireworks. They probably are, actually, like in a subtle way, you know. Suddenly a terrible realization hit me. We have to do this all over again. So our public event is, blah 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 blah. So we've seen all this before. We need to go. What is wrong? Res has got to be stopped. We would, but we're not rational or logical. We don't have time. You're right. What are you going to do? You do that. Okay, so I think this is probably going to go the same way as Lorenz did. Where is he? Where should I go? The portal. He'll be there. So here we go. The final confrontation again. Arrived at the portal, blah blah blah, blah blah. Suitcase, he's got the eggs again, but we don't care about that. Luckily, though, again, Sebastian is not dead, so that's a good thing. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but I don't really want him to die. He's been alright with us. So here we go. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So we'll just get through all this because we've done this billions of times now. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, sorry, I was just reading the text there, just so then I thought something had changed, but no, it hasn't. Yeah, still all the same stuff, that's why I'm going off. I'm not really saying anything, I'm just sort of... Yeah, no, it's the same old stuff. I mean, I haven't read it for such a long time, so obviously I've forgotten a lot of it, but it's just pointless. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, look, it's all bad, yeah. Okay, yep, that's fine. We're all gonna go wrong, blah, 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 blah. Oh, he's got evil again. Yeah. There we go, Maverick and Remy appeared next to me. Here we go. Remy looking a bit nervous there. You planned this, didn't you? Yes, I did. Traitor! He's going to shoot us all again. And the 6 bullets, stupid thing. The administrator comes out of nowhere. And then erases the bullets on her. Again, why doesn't she ever wear body armor? It just doesn't make any sense, really, does it? I mean, don't get me wrong, her death is quite poignant, but again, just wear body armor, girl. You can pretend to be dead then. You can even be sophisticated, but fake blood packs in there, so it looks like you've been shot to death, and then you can rise up and... I don't know. Oh, he shot Remy! Oh shit, that changed. I'm just going to go back over that. So, mortified by the display before me, I found myself unable to move as he events the following seconds of following hands. He shot Remy dead. Bloody hell. Then Maverick pounced on him, and... Oh god, Reza killed him again. Okay, he's wounded. Here's his gun. I tried to run. I got shot this time. Okay, so I'm literally shot in the back now, and he's now collapsed from his wound. I've been shot in the back. He was leaning against the wall, his head slumped lifelessly. Maverick's dead again. Poor Maverick, we keep getting him killed every time. I know he's been a bit of an asshole, but he's got every right to be. We need to get him saved. No, everybody's dead. Maverick and the administrator both lying in a pool of their own blood, but not moving. I called over to Remy and was glad to hear him breathing. He had been hit in the side and saw blood trickling from the wound to the ground below him. He raised his head, looking at me with an expression of pain. You're wounded! So are you. We need to stop the bleeding! Put some pressure on his wound, momentarily halting the blood that was trickling down his body. Can you do this? Let me try. He felt around his side, trying to get the right grip before he applied pressure on his own. I let go, and after a bit of adjustment, Remy could stop the bleeding on his own for now. I took off my shirt and briefly considered whether I would be able to use it to dress Remy's wound, but I soon realised it was not long enough to wrap around him properly. Besides, if he couldn't walk for now, it would not make a difference anyway, and he would have had to stay where he was until his wound shut. Instead, I used the shirt to curb my own bleeding, folding it and wrapping it around my abdomen tightly. Look, Reza is gone. That other person. Remy was right, both Reza and the administrator were gone. You have to go. Oh, the administrator's still alive. Oh, and Reza's still alive. Oh, okay, that's different. But I need to find you some help first. I can't just leave you like this. Don't you dare tell me you would be doing me any favours by saving me. If it's just going to be one of us, I don't want it to be me. You don't know how it is to live every day as I have. Always wondering if the pain will ever stop or if things will ever change. And when they finally do, you come along and tell me this. Don't do that to me. I'm not going through this again. Well, what do you want me to do? This is bigger than us. Bigger than me. Just go. Just go and stop Reza. Alright. So basically we're leaving behind and he's probably going to die. Up to my feet, made my way back outside, just time to see Reza vanishing through the portal. Right, so Reza's got through the portal this time. That's his neat goot. I made my way back to Remy to look for something to treat his wounds. Given everything that had just transpired, I had no idea what was going to happen. I also wondered where the administrator had gone. I checked a few of the rooms and even found a first aid kit that I used to treat both of us. Soon, however, I heard steps behind me. As I turned around, I was surprised to see another human face. It was a soldier. Who are you? What are you doing here? I asked him. We're here to save you. Reza's told us about everything, he replied. I didn't know what Reza had told them, but I certainly didn't want to leave just yet. I tried to protest and told them about Remy, and the soldier let me know that they would take care of it. For now, however, their orders were clear, and I was to come with them immediately. Another soldier arrived and took the generator with him. Then they escorted me back through the portal. After all this time, I wondered what would happen now to our world and the dragons. I arrived on the other side, only to be met by a team of EMTs who were already expecting me. I was urged to lay down on a cot, which was quickly transported into the back of an ambulance. Oh, right. Took off my bandages, examined my wounds, so I heard them calling out medical terms I didn't understand. A breathing mask was put on me, and soon I lost consciousness. I wasn't sure what exactly Reza had told them, but with him dead and me wounded... Oh, he did die in the end. Humanity decided to take what they thought was theirs by force, which included the underground building itself. Hoping for a diplomatic solution, the dragons retreated and borders were established, all within a matter of days. Thousands of people living in our city were quickly relocated. For them, it was a better solution than any other. Here, they had an already working infrastructure, buildings and things looked just like they used to. When I awoke from my induced coma, it was with the expected dose of confusion, as I had to realise the place was deserted and it hadn't been just the building, it was the entire city. Everyone was gone. Whatever Reza told humanity had been enough for them to ultimately decide to leave me behind as a traitor while they sought out their promised land. So I'm guessing then... I think from the flavour of the text there, they went to the Dragon City and took over it, basically, and forced the dragons out. To their credit, they could have killed me, but just leave me behind unto my own devices was exactly the kind of punishment I would expect from them. I wasn't even sure how much time had passed since I returned. While they had permanently disabled the portal, I was at least able to find plenty of supplies they'd left behind as I roamed the city to make a new life for myself. After a few days checking building after building and getting to know my new surroundings, I was surprised to see a shadow flying overhead. It was a dragon. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Ooh, this is new. Oh, goody. Goody, goody gumdrops. So we're now back in the human world now. Ooh. Hey! Blinded by the sun, I couldn't quite make out the dragon before it landed and approached. It was Remy! Remy! What are you doing here? I've been looking for you for the last few days. Honestly, I wasn't sure whether I was going to find you at all. I don't even know how long it's been since I last saw you. It must have been a few weeks. Why did you come here? We need you. You have to tell them what really happened. What Reza did and everything else. After you went back, the soldier's family and I was interrogated. When they were negotiating with our council, they realised that Reza's account of what happened here differed a lot from what really went down. Of course, there are a lot of blanks they need to fill in too. And they needed to find someone who was willing to go back to find you, so I did. Besides, I owed it to you for everything you've done for me. Remy! I guess they realised the error they made by leaving you behind, but now all of us need you as a witness. You must tell them the truth. How is your wound? It's fine. I was patched up pretty well, all things considered. We've got no time to lose. The portal's just around the corner, but how are we going to get back? They've deactivated it. I know. That's why they gave me something to repair it. Let's go then. After a few minutes later, we arrived at the portal. I thought about alternative options, considering we would be able to use it now. Time travel came to my mind, and while I knew about the portal's capabilities to do so, I had no idea how. Either way, I would do what I could to make things right. I watched as Remy activated the portal using its interface with a somewhat clumsy pause. Something's not right here. It can't find the other portal. A terrible realization hit me as I hoped for other possibilities. You said it was a few weeks since I last saw you, right? And you've been looking for me for how long? A week? Yeah. Remy, I think I've got some very bad news. What is it? I heard someone approaching us from behind, and after I turned around, it was the administrator who stood before us. I finally found you. Come on, we need to go back. Back? But they're all gone. What are you talking about? In the time you were here, the meteorite you knew about collided with Earth. The civilization you knew, the human settlement, are no more. What? How? Reza knew this was going to happen. How ironic that Reza would drag himself through the portal in his gravely injured state to try and save humanity by telling him about the generator, you and the meteorite, only to fall on deaf ears about that last crucial part. Now they're all gone. I wasn't talking about returning to them, however, but going back to a time even before that. The day of your arrival. We've done this many times before. Think of it as like a Groundhog Day situation. Hopefully it'll all work out, but whatever's, we have to do it because we have to get the final dragon's good ending. You want to use the portal for time travel? I knew about the possibilities, but doing it for real, fascinating. Can Remy come with us? No, it is complicated enough as it is. Plus, it would ruin the plot, and we're lazy writers. We can't think of a way around where that could work. Maybe not lazy writers, that might be too harsh. We're working on a budget, and it keeps the story tight, so we'll go with that. Then I don't want to go. Don't think you realise what is at stake here. All the others you have met are dead. The whole civilization was wiped out in one fell swoop, and the world lies in ashes. Only we can go back and try to prevent this from ever happening. But it's all right, New Ramble. Just go. You have to save them. That is my utmost goal. All right, I'll do it. Very well. Take your position, please. I stood in the middle of the portal, and after pressing a few buttons, the administrator joined me. What should I call you? She looked at me with a mild expression of bewilderment. Now that you don't wear the mask anymore, we can do without the code name. You can call me Izumi. I could see the faintest hint of a smirk. Not that it matters much. Once we arrive at the other side, you probably won't remember a thing. Or will we? As I heard the familiar sound of the portal start to get, the last thing I saw was Remy watching as he slowly undid his tie and slipped it off his neck. I love you! So there we go then. So that's now Remy's ending. Again, they're all quite dark, really, in some small way or another. But that was pretty cool. So we ended up back in the human world, and they dumped us there and went back into the dragon world, thinking that it would be better because Reza told them only one thing. However, he forgot to tell them about the comet, and therefore everybody died anyway, or the meteorite or whatever, and they all died anyway. So, So yeah, I think we've already established that the administrator's name is Izumi. I forgot that name's ringing a bell. It could be a complete coincidence, and we may never have seen it before, but it rings a bell for some reason. I think she has told us what it was before. But anyway, sad but at least satisfying ending. Now we have to do the Lady Dragon, who apparently has the best story according to you people. So I'm not going to have high expectations because I do that a lot to myself, and then I get disappointed. And then everyone has a go at me and say, "Oh, your expectations were too high," and I'm like, "Well, you built it up. Well, how else was I supposed to react?" You know. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But no, I'll go with a level mind and see what happens. I'm just expecting it to be at least interesting. I thought Remy's was interesting with his past with his missus, and Lerem's was interesting with he wants to do these great things. He's not very good at it. He doesn't have self-confidence. And then he had Anna's cancer and science research, and Bryce was pretty cool as well. So I'd imagine it to be as cool as that. So I'm not too. I imagine it's going to be okay, but we've got to take it slow, remember, because we haven't done any of her stuff. So it'll be quite interesting. But anyway, come on, credits, hurry up! You're taking too long. We appreciate that the sponsor is Goldkin. I'm sure they're very, very happy, nice people. Yes, of course, the name of the game, fantastic. Come on, hurry up! I could edit this out, but I'm being lazy. Come on. People have time to do things other than watch videos. Come on. Oh. You've seen That's Remy's bad ending? Wait, what? 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 But... What? No! No, we didn't want Remy's bad ending! Oh, shit. Oh, no! No! I don't want Remy's bad ending. Oh, crap, he's... Oh, shit, that's his shadow over there. Oh, bollocks. Oh, no. Oh, shit, that means I've got... Oh, no, I've got to redo his story again, haven't I? Oh, cock. Oh, well, that didn't go so well now, did it? Oh, bollocks. Bugger. That's the first time I got a bad ending. Oh, shit. Right, okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll have to do a new game, and we'll have to try and get the good ending. But what I'll do is oh, crap. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm going to have to look it up, and I'll follow the instructions to the T, and I'll cut to the ending again. I'm not going to make you sit through all of Remy's story again. I'll explain where the good ending comes from and the choices that I made different to get it. But I'm not gonna go through the story now for Remy just to get that. I haven't got the time and patience for it. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go off screen now, find out how to get Remy's good ending, and I'll show you the actual good ending bit so that you've seen the good ending. Okay, and assume that what we were doing before got us the good ending. Sounds like a plan? Alright, let's do it. I will be back in a moment, hopefully, at the beginning of Remy's good ending. Okay, I've decided that I'll have to show you some bits of it because it's actually quite complicated. Well, it's not complicated, but it's very subtle, and I might still cock this up, and if I do, then at least you can see me attempting to get Remy's good ending, and then if it doesn't work out again, then I'll just cut to the good ending afterwards. But at least I'll show you what we need to do. I'm just going to adjust my microphone just a little bit. There we go. Sorry for the creakiness there. But anyway, if you heard anything, that was. Now then, what have we got to do? Right, okay. It's actually very subtle, and I never would have got this the first time. We need to go meet with Remy now for dinner, back in his apartment. And the key steps start here. Actually, the key step started before this. I'll explain in a little bit after we've done the key step here. So let's keep it all nice and civil. Try and keep it on his good side. Bloody blah. Did the steak and all that. Okay, so what do we do? Blah 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 blah. Right, it's back. Yep, great, wonderful. Yeah, so I think this is where it starts to get its good ending. You do have to look at stuff, and I think specifically we have to look at the pictures. So we'll do that, and I think you have to keep repeating looking at the pictures. Yes, there's more than one picture, so that's annoyed me. I think we actually may have stumbled upon this before in the past. I forgot to... It just didn't occur to me to keep looking at it, if that made sense. So we've got to keep looking at the pictures to get his good ending to a start. So the first picture was of his previous girlfriend. Second picture shows Remy in his typical attire, but then we've got to keep looking. The last of the three pictures was of another red dragon, who, as far as I could tell, was a fairly young member of its species. It reminded me of a younger version of Remy, although without his typical accessories. Right. So that's the first thing you had to do to get the good ending, is keep looking at the pictures. So we've done that. Now it calls us a creep. It calls us a creep, but that's okay. So basically that's the first step. We now looked at all three pictures and we needed to do that. Now the step I mentioned previously before you get to Remy's dinner is you need to go to the grocery store every time you do an investigation. So I think there's three investigations altogether, and at least on two of them, maybe the third one as well, but I think only on two of them, you have to go to the grocery store consistently. And the reason for that is because the young, the shopkeeper who's there, Zong, the little girl, pink dragon, purpley dragon, that is there trying to pick up the prescription for her mother, we need to follow her at one point somewhere. So that's the next thing you have to do after this to get Remy's good ending. It's very subtle. So we're going to look at mentioning the pictures now and seeing what Remy says about this. So let's mention it. I saw this pictures in the coffee table. I thought you might have a family. Oh no, that's in the past. I'm not even sure why this photo is still there. I don't actually have children. The picture of the young dragon was the product of a silly little program that combined photos. They take images of two people and create what their pair's offspring was supposedly look like. I've always wanted some children of my own though. Now that's the key bit for later on. Now we missed that, so we're going to do it this time properly. So I'm glad in a way I'm showing you this, because at least then you know that I've done this properly. Would you like to have children one day? I think we'll say yes for now. I don't think it matters at this point, but we want to encourage this line of dialogue. Just be able to teach them about the world and watch them grow up. Having a little family would be nice. I like that a lot. So that's very critical because that's going to come later. So we'll skip through the rest of this for now. And we'll skip ahead because everything's gone good. And the next step then is for the next investigation, we must keep going to the grocery store. So and get this girl dragon. So again, I think the second grocery store. Just save the game now, just so then if we cock it up, we don't have to keep going all the way back again. Back again. So we'll spend the day reading because we don't really care about the other characters for now. Yeah, we need to keep going to the grocery store because we've got to learn about this little girl in question. So the way to get Remy's good ending is we got the bad ending because he ended up being alone, and that's why we got the bad ending. This time, however, we're not going to have him alone. That's how we get his good ending. Very subtle, very subtle. I never would have figured it out on my own, not without repetitive gameplay and exhausting all options, which I don't have time for, sadly. And I'm sure you guys and girls probably have in the past. I'm sure at least one of you has left a comment explaining Remy's story to get the good ending or something like that. And if you did, thank you very much. I'm sorry I didn't pick up on it for this video. But anyway, reading it, if you hadn't left that comment, or if I hadn't discovered that we got the bad ending, then I'd have to have looked about to get his good ending. I never would have worked it out in a million years. So anyway, blah 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 blah. So we'll skip through all this again. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, he's dead. I know. Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? I could skip this part of the video really till we get to the grocery store. I suppose I should really because the only other thing, yeah, I might do actually. No, I'm not going to make you watch all this. I'm going to skip ahead now. I'm fine. I'm going to skip ahead now on this sinister music cue and get to the next bit we need to do, and that might either be the grocery store or Remy again. So in terms of another thing we have to talk to him about. So I shall be back in a moment with the next step towards Remy's good ending. Right, well it wasn't long, but here we go. This is the next thing we need to do. We need to follow Vara. Now if you want to know who Vara is the little girl dragon that's been coming on here to try and pick up the prescription for her mother. So this time we're going to follow Vara. Actually, excuse me, sorry, but we don't have to do this another time. You say so. Though we haven't done this before. Luckily, she hadn't got too far, so I followed her from a distance. Minutes passed as we walked through the streets, weaving through an unfamiliar part of town. The young dragon looked small and lonely on the empty road. It is getting creepy now. Before long, we passed the village border, yet she pressed on and stepped into the forest. I turned back once to gaze at the village on the far horizon, and in an instant the dragon was gone. I rushed to the spot where I'd seen her last and found the entrance to a cave on a hillside. When I peered inside, I saw Vara alongside a much larger orange dragon. The small dragon filled a bowl with a thick fluid and placed it in front of her. When she placed her hands on the large dragon's chin, gently she lifted its huge muzzle and guided it toward the bowl, but when she released it, the dragon's head slumped and fell into the liquid. The bowl tumbled sideways and spilled its contents across the cave floor. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, dear. Oh, she's dead. I realised then that other than what Vara had done, the orange dragon hadn't moved at all since I arrived. She's dead. Oh, that's depressing. Oh, that sucks. How did you even find out about this? I could tell something was wrong, so I followed her. I see. Well, good job, Nia Ramble. What's going to happen to her now? She'll be sent to the orphanage. The background check determined that she had a father, but the two hadn't seen each other in years. Can't you locate him? Well, we did. Where's the second victim, the maintenance guy? That was him. Oh, shit. How did I even get this far? This game is not afraid to put you in bloody dark situations. A poor kid dragon who hadn't understood that her mum had died. Damn, that's really hit me for a 6. I'm actually getting a bit teary-eyed. That's really sad. I'm not saying that doesn't happen in real life. I'm sure it does. A lot, probably, and it shouldn't do, but that's just how life goes. But fuck me, man, that is sad. I don't know, but we'll certainly look into it. So just fall through the cracks of the system. Exactly. Being out there on our own probably didn't help. Many of you people live outside the town like this? Well, some do it on principle, others because they have no choice. Houses and apartments can be expensive, and it's not unusual for us to use natural environments as our home. Alright, I think we're done for here for now. Don't forget to stop by the department later. I won't. So poor Vara. So she ends up in the orphanage. You follow Vara. Well done, Nia Ramble. Stalker. Fuck you, game. I'm trying to get Remy's good ending. It's all going to work out for the best. Trust me, there is no ulterior motives going on here other than Remy's good ending. I can guarantee you that. Shitting hell. God mighty. Right, okay, so that's the next bit to get Remy's good ending. And I didn't realise it was that dark. I didn't know that that was going to happen, or that was the outcome. I just knew that in order to get to get that situation going, you had to keep going to the grocery store and follow Vara. So yeah, that's pretty shitty. Right. Anyway, I shall be back in a moment for the next part of Remy's adventure. Oh, wait, what the fuck am I talking about? Fuck it, I'll just get to the next bit where we can get Remy's good ending. See you in a bit. Okay, now the next thing to do, sorry, can't speak. Next thing to do, even I should say, is after you followed Vara, and she's now in the orphanage, and after you did the pictures thing, you get to a point in Remy's 3's conversation about what he can do to make himself feel better. Now it says you can talk to a professional about this, which I'm not sure if we've ever come across before, but this at the bottom is the one we want. I remember you said you always wanted children. Yes, it's not exactly the same thing, but I heard that the orphanage is always looking for more volunteers. You could help take care of those children. Is that so? Yeah, the orphanage is notoriously understaffed. The children don't really have anyone else, so each volunteer is a godsend. Losing both parents at such a young age must be horrible. It fucking was, man. Just saw that. Jesus Christ! The stuff I just saw just then, fucking hardcore, man. I count my sour grape, count my lucky grapes, even sorry that I've still got my parents, bless them. I can't even imagine what that must look like. You should talk to a dean about volunteering. She knows a lot more about it than I do. A dean? I don't want to talk to her. Why not? She used to be my friend. Well, she was more Amelia's friend than mine. Well, why can't you talk to her? I don't know. I don't want to face her. Whenever I see her, it's another reminder of what I lost. Besides, I don't think she wants to talk to me either. I think if you wanted to volunteer, she'd gladly accept the help. Besides, I saw that she tried to talk to you the other day. You saw that? I guess she did try to talk to me, but it was only because she wanted something. I don't think that was the only reason. Maybe she wanted to reconnect with you. If she wanted to avoid you, she could have asked someone else at the library for help, but she chose you. God, Nia Rambler, you psychological expert. I'm not sure about that. Maybe she actually feels the same way you do, and the map helped her muster up the courage to face you again. If you want to change something, Remy, you have to take action. What's the worst that could happen if you talk to her? I suppose you have a point. I'll think about it. Thank you, Nia Rambler. Getting all of that on my chest really helped me a lot. No problem. Anything else on your mind? Well, there's the whole thing about Anna. Alright, so I'm going to carry on with this now, and what was I going to say? I'm going to carry on with this now and get to the point whereby we see Remy's good ending, basically, because I don't think now there's anything new here to watch apart from the ending. So I shall be back in a moment when we get to the final showdown with Reza again. We'll do that again because that's where everything will change, and we'll carry on watching from there. So I shall be back in a mo at the final showdown. Just thought I'd show you this bit as well. Going to do the final task for the police station, you know, taking the bandage to the facility and taking the witness statement down and all kinds of other stuff. I decided to take the eggs to the hatchery, and because we managed to encourage Remy to volunteer to the hatchery, the orphanage, as we delivered the eggs to Adine just now, and it's Adine, by the way, that's her name. Here we go. Adine, wait for me. Good job, Nia Rambler. Looks like you took my advice. Yeah, Dean and I had a good long talk, and now here we are. I'm glad we did it. It was long overdue. Vara. Vara, do you know who that is? She doesn't talk much. Yeah, I noticed. It's not unusual for someone who's had a rough life like hers. She's definitely listening, though. Isn't that right? I think we should go inside. Yeah, probably. Well, see you another time, Nia Rambler. Thanks for coming. So, there, I just thought I'd show you that little scene there because it was, you know, it was important and all that. So, with that being said and done, again, I shall continue on to the final showdown. I don't think there's going to be anything else extra, but I thought I'd show that anyway, just in case. And we'll get on with it. So, back in a bit. Okay, I might as well carry on from this point because we're just doing the end of the last date with Remy before we do the showdown. And there's some extra text here that's worth noting because we've encouraged Remy to go to the orphanage. So, just get towards the end of the day. Thanks to you, I was also able to reconnect with the Dean. Now it just seems so pity to not have spoken to her for such a long time. All those times when I felt alone and depressed, I really was only a phone call away from someone who still cared about me. And now that you have, this also means that your worst times are over. You're not alone anymore. That is true. Some people it may not matter much if they have more than one friend or less, but you know what makes the biggest difference? Having one that you didn't used to. We even went to the orphanage together some time ago to help with the kids there. It seems one of them has taken quite a liking to me. Oh, that sounds lovely. Her name is Vara, and she... I remember her. You know about her then? Such a sad story. I know I was there, but enough about me. So it turns out you've seen this before. Yeah, skip ahead. Lovely. So yeah, but point being is now we've got Remy's good ending, which is really, really good. So and in a way, it's actually quite nice, and it's worked out very, very well. So anyway, but we've got to still do the romantic thing. So of course, we're going to give him a good kiss on the lips. When we get to there, kiss him. Nom 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 nom. There, we've got to do all that. Make sure it's all romantic and everything. And then yeah, we're on for the end then. And we'll do the end again. Take 2. Hopefully good ones this time. I don't know. Right, I'll save the game once again, just so I don't lose track of things. Get some deserved rest, because we don't need to see anybody else, because we've got everybody else's good ending, as far as I'm concerned, so that's alright. The only good ending we'll need to get next is Adeen's, and I need to read the comment from... Oh no, I suppose I don't need to read the comment. No, I'll try and do it alone. I did read the comment before, but it's quite... I don't know. I can't remember from the comment I read from somebody who watched the video before. I can't remember if it was like really technical or it's just a good story. I don't think it's hard to get her good ending. I just think it's just one I have to take my time with. That's all. But apparently it's quite straightforward. Like Lorem's was quite easy and all that. The only tricky one really was Anna and Remy's, and that's about it really. So yeah. But anyways, let's skip on ahead. I can't be asked to edit the video down again anymore because it's so time consuming. If I had more time and stuff, I'd spend more time doing proper editing and, you know, make things look better, neater, tighter, focused, you know, better quality and all that. But I don't. I have to do a rush job, a botch job as they call it in the UK. So we'll botch our way through it. To be fair, if I hadn't done a botch job in the past, I wouldn't have got a 2-1 in my physics degree, so, you know, it paid off in the end. Doing botch jobs aren't always that bad. You know, they're better than no jobs at all, I suppose. So yeah, anyway, let's do all this once again. Hopefully this time we've got it completely correct. And then we'll see Remy's good ending. And then I'll leave the video at this point then, so it'll be a bit shorter than usual video, but I'll leave the video at this point, so then the next one will be set up for Adeen's story then, which will be nice to know. So we'll skip all this again, blah 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 blah. I know, we're all opposite sides, same coin, humans, dragons, you know. We could just get along, make dragon humans children, you know. Might be quite interesting. We can put them in Colosseum fights, you know, like they did in the old days. I don't know which days, but they were old. That's much I know. So yeah, I know. Look, you care. We don't care. Big conversation. Yeah, you go mad. Blah 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 blah. Looks serious. Yes. Blah 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 blah. Come on. God Almighty. I'm sure there's some different text here. I bet anybody, like, if you were to read it all through, like, properly, there will be some subtle changes, but I don't care. The only ones I care are the characters that we're talking to try and get good endings. So, take 2, hopefully better ending. Yes, we plans. Yeah, traitor. Just let me go and I'll forget this ever happened. Yeah, do all that again. So is he going to shoot? Nope. So the administrator's here, so she gets shot again. Somehow survives this though. So I'm guessing maybe she does have the body armor with a blood pack, because she's dead there. Well, she's not dead there, because she comes back up, don't she? Nope. So same as before. He gets shot down as well. Then he gets killed too. Then bleeds out. Raises his gun, shot me in the back. And he dies. So I think all this is going to be the same as before then. I suppose you could argue with Maverick that at least he's reunited with his brother up in Dragon Afterlife, I guess. So I suppose, I don't know. Anyway, blah 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 blah. You have to go stop. Okay, just checking if that had changed. Yeah, just check to see if that's. I'll just slow down a bit to see if that had changed. That's all. I hobbled to my feet, made my way back. This was a resident. And something that was standing between them. Oh, this is different. Oh, right, this is different. Okay, here we go. As I drew near, I recognised it as Vara was growling at him. Reza aimed to kick at her, only to lose his balance and fall when she bit and held onto his shin. Ooh. After he fought her off with a few kicks, his hand dove into his pocket to grab a few bullets, which he proceeded to load into his revolver. Why don't we ever get those bullets? That could be so fucking useful. I went as fast as I could, but my injuries had no chance to stop him as he aimed at Vara. Oh, fuck me, really? Oh, Jesus, this game's not afraid to pull punches. The administrator suddenly appeared behind him. Boom! She was on him, throwing him to the ground before starting to pound his head with a fist. Together they rolled down the slope of the small hill for which the portal stood. When they came to a halt, the fight resumed. There was a flurry of fists, and suddenly I heard the distinct sound of a gunshot, for which the misery slumped and fell. Eventually I arrived and was able to confirm that both of them were dead. I went to the portal and examined Vara for any signs of life. No! Vara's dead as well? Oh, bloody hell. It's supposed to be the good ending! This ain't no good ending! At least in the other ending, Vara was alive, admittedly with a dead mom still, but at least she was alive. Oh my god. Oh dear. I stepped away, gave him some space. This is the good ending for Remy? I mean, to be fair, Anna's good ending was not really that good either. That was pretty sad too. Were you looking for me? Did you sneak out again? Poor girl. He enveloped her as his tears started to rain down on the small body. Jesus fucking Christ. That's not a good ending. That's a sad ending. More help arrived. Remy and I got all the medical attention we needed. Besides those we already knew to be dead, it was also too late for Maverick. Well, we knew that. He got shot twice in the head. I warned them about the comet, telling them to check the PDAs they'd given for verification of my claims. A few minutes later, EMTs arrived and I was put into an artificial coma. In the weeks I was out, a variety of things happened. After everything that had taken place, negotiations were fierce between humanity and the dragons. Out of respect, Rez's body was returned to humanity through the portal. While his actions had shattered all goodwill on the dragon's side, Rez's wounds did their job to do the same for humanity. I too was to be returned to humanity, but as a condition didn't allow, humanity took the dragon's refusal to transfer me as a sign they were going to keep me as a hostage. I wasn't a priority for humanity, though, a fact that I was aware of well before I ever arrived in this world. As far as they were concerned, Reza and I had our chance, and the results weren't pretty. Ultimately, the dragons decided to return the PDAs before all contact was cut. Luckily, my claims were taken seriously, and there was already a plan in place to divert the comet. While they would have had to have used the lab's generators to do it, humanity decided to use their portal's power source to support their slowly failing city for a while longer as they looked for other, more long-term solutions. After I woke from my coma, I had to consider my options. While the dragons were able to create a new power source from the portal, or for the portal, I wouldn't have known how to send myself back to humanity as their portal was already deactivated, at least not without the expertise of the dead administrator. The only coordinates remaining in the portal were those she left as a last resort. It turned out they would send someone back in time to the day I arrived here. As soon as I could, I met with Remy, who told me about everything I had missed. Oh yeah, shit. Oh, okay. Sorry about Vara. So, the comet's been diverted and you've replaced the power source in the portal. I guess it's been gone for a long time. A few weeks, yes. What will you do now? I could use the portal to return to the day of my arrival. After all, I came here to save our dying city, which is something I failed to do. But you saved us. That is true, but I can't help thinking that there could have been a diplomatic solution. If I just hadn't been in a coma during the negotiations. Or whatever you want to do now, you can be sure that you'll have the council's support. You could just stay here if you wanted to. I bet you wouldn't mind that, would you? Yeah, you know how I am. Humans just fascinate me. This isn't just about me, though. Of course I would love if you stayed with us, but I know there are many other factors at play here, and that won't be an easy decision for you to make. Don't let me stop you from going back if that's what you want to do, though. I'll be fine. Are you sure about that? Yes, after all, I'm not alone anymore. In the last few weeks, I spent a lot of time with the Dean, and they say we're pretty good friends now. As sad as it is what happened with Vara, there is another girl in the orphanage we're taking care of pretty often. You see, children, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all humans are replaceable. It's the fact of life. Maybe you've seen her. Her name is Amelie, and she's just the sweetest little girl. Besides, if you really end up going back in time, I'll see you again. It's very true. So, we got the good ending. Yeah, game. Give it to... Oh, fine, fuck you, game. I suppose it'll tell us that at the end of the credits, won't it? Can we skip through the credits? No. So, Vara dies in the end anyway? I mean, Jesus. I mean, I guess you could argue she'd be with her mother in the afterlife, but damn. That's brutal, that was. I mean, at least she didn't go down without a fight. That's true. But hooray, finally we got Remy's good ending. So I'm sorry about that. That wasn't really the intention to get his bad ending, but I think I did read in comments before that Remy's story can be a bit of a tricky one if you're not careful, which I wasn't, so therefore I fucked it up. But we fixed it, so hopefully now his actual picture will be in the background. As we see more depressing images of the dead mother and the dead Vara. Oh God, why? At least he's got his friendship back with the Dean, and at least he's happy in himself again, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I mean, Jesus, these two dragons, what a tragic way to go, man. I suppose it's a good reminder that, you know, not all stories have a happy ending, you know, and again, I can accept that. That's cool. I just like happy ending stories because reality is generally not very happy. I mean, it can be for some people, don't get me wrong. But you know, it's, to me, you know, I haven't felt like I've had enough happy endings as of yet. Not that there won't be any, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, so I enjoy. All I'm trying to say is I like stories with happy endings, even though it's a bit cliched and a bit, you know, well, silly. Yeah, cliched really, non-original and a bit boring. I like them. Gives me happiness. my dopamine rush to make me happy. But anyways, finally, hopefully, good ending with Remy. Which well, it's not really finally, really. It was a bit of a whoopsie daisy, shall we say? Let's have a look. Yay, we got Remy's good ending, so that is a good thing. And yes, his picture's now back over there, along with his shadow as well. So I'm wondering if I don't think we need to get the shadows of everybody though, so I'm not too worried about that. But it's a shame that we've got his bad ending. But I guess it's just there. I wonder if we do have to get the bad endings of all the characters. I don't think we do. But anyway, whatever. The point being is we got his good ending, which is what makes sense. So we're not really going for. Sadly, we haven't got a perfect run through, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll start a new game. We're not going to carry on with this video, but what we will do is get ourselves set up for a meeting with a dean. And I think the first way to do that is you have to order some lunch at your apartment. So that's how we meet a dean outside of the cafe meeting anyway, and that's where we can set it all up. And we haven't done that, or maybe we did it once a while back and I've completely forgotten it, but we won't skip through it. We will do a dean story all the way through in major detail. So, yeah, we've seen this, so we'll skip ahead. I just want to get back to my apartment so we can make the decision. There we go. Right, so we'll save the game here, and next time we will do a dean story and hope we get the good ending on that. So it doesn't matter if we don't, because we'll do it again until we do. But yeah, let's see what all the fuss is about with the dean. So can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. Hope you enjoyed it, and sorry for my cock up there, but we have fixed it, so we're all good to go. So yeah, but anyway, until next time, take it easy, have a good one, hope you're well. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.